Welcome everyone. I'm Juan Azcarreta. I'm the Vice Coordinator of the Cambridge Hub and member of the Voices team. And today I'm delighted to welcome you to our first financial literacy webinar. Today's webinar will be a practical session led by Rocio Aguiar, a financial engineer, founder of and CEO of Moneral, which is a finances and strategies consulting firm. Rocio is the National VP of Business Development for Jóvenes Coparmex in Mexico, and she's also a global shaper in the Mexico City Hub. Rocio today will be guiding us through some practical exercises. So please, if you can, turn on your camera, and we want to support you doing those exercises today, so that will be very helpful if you can turn it on. We will record the introduction of the session, but not the practical part. And if you're not familiar with Voices, it's a non-profit community that envisions a world where women are equally represented in public spaces. In Voices, we focus on elevating women to access career knowledge and skills development opportunities, mentoring from both advanced and early mid-career level professionals. Voices was founded by the Global Shapers, a community and network of young people driving dialogue and change. It's a joint initiative of the Cambridge and Dublin hubs based in the UK and Ireland. You can see here some of our Voices members. So we have from the Cambridge hub, Sophia, Cynthia, and Elisa joining us. Hi, also from Dublin, we have Chloe and Sumia joining us today. And yeah, before we kick off, we will want to launch a quick poll for you, where we want to ask about how did you find about Voices, and how did you hear about this webinar today? So please take 30 seconds to answer to this poll. It will be very helpful to communicate more effectively with you in our channels. Cool, so it seems we got some responses. Thank you a lot for answering to this question. And now, without delay, I will pass to our speaker, Rocio, who is joining today from Mexico City. So thank you for joining us so early, Rocio. And yes, she will be guiding you through the session and the practical exercises. So I hope you enjoy the webinar. Rocio, I give you the floor.
Thank you, Juan. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you all the Voices team for the invitation to this workshop. And I'm so excited to see some faces that I already know. There are two people from Mexico. There is Monica and there is Andrea. Hello. I think that's great. We are officially at our first workshop partnering with Mexico City Global Shaper Hub, right? So again, we have participants from many places. So we're going to do this as practical as possible and as interactive as possible. And yeah, Mexico City there, great. And we will be, there will be many moments where it's okay to do many questions. We will use the chat, and Voices team will help us with the questions. It is very good to make those questions at the moment that you have those questions, but sometimes we will not be able to respond at that moment, and we'll try to get back to it. Because why? Because it's a group and we are doing numbers, right? And that's kind of challenging. So about the expectations of today, these will be very important. So a few points I want to do at the very beginning. First, many of you know or can imply that as I'm from Mexico, my mother speaking language is Spanish, right? So even though I speak fluent English and a little bit of German, sometimes it will take me some time, or I will ask for some help to our friend Juan or to Sofia for a few words, okay? I think the accent that it's more from US or something like that, it's okay to understand, so we will go through it. And as the time passes, I get more used to and comfortable with English. So we will go with the flow, right? So another important point is financial literacy. It's a beautiful and amazing topic, and at the same time is huge, okay? So regularly a workshop that we deliver is at least a full day of 8 hours working, okay? So today we have something like 40-45 minutes, and we will try to cover as much as possible. But of course, there will be so much more to see, so much more to understand, so much more to ask, okay? So it is not the way that we think that that's enough, but that's a good starting point. Another important thing is the tools that we are delivering to you at these Voices workshops are thought in advance to be tools that you can get deep on them and that you can go further using them, okay? So they will need extra time for you to use them, right? And maybe we will do another an hour Q&A or something like that after this workshop. So the way we're going to use this time will be not so many presentation like slides and all that. I will be with you, and we will use two resources, two digital tools to work on our finances. That's also a very important thing. At Moneral, in my company, what we do is every time we teach something about finances, we don't teach it just theoretically, but we always work on it at the same of the workshops, right? Another important thing, and now beginning with the proper workshop, is this. One of the most important things that you can get out of this workshop is this. Finances, as we used to think, is that it's about numbers, right? And yes, we're going to do many numbers. Okay, you will see numbers, we will speak about numbers and everything. If you really want to improve your personal finances or your business finances or your familiar finances, you need to realize that finances improvement is more about understandings, not about numbers. And that's one of the major things that nobody tells us, and we grow up thinking that it's everything about numbers, and the challenge is the number. It is not. The number can be 1, can be 2, can be -1, can be 0, can be 1,000 pounds. That's okay. But this will be the most important thing we will look at today, and it is about creating new understandings, understanding new concepts, and learning new ways of thinking about life and therefore about finances, okay? So don't worry about number. The number is just a tool for finances, okay? That will be the most important thing, that primary thing that you can learn from this workshop, and that you will continue using in your financial literacy journey, okay?